afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Babagbagede Imo TV, Hamjibril Monarch. First are the major headlines for the national news. Splinter Boko Haram group Ansaru begins recruitment in Kaduna State. Disease from issuing threats, we supply food you eat, ACF warns Southerners. I am the most prepared presidential aspirant, Oshibaju says. Unknown gunmen attack Ebonyi area, said vehicle ablaze. Ekiti prince to die by hanging for killing Monarch. Man breaks into Hånging palace, injured chief, damaged property. Now the news in detail. The Ansaru terrorist group, a splinter of the dreaded Boko Haram terrorists, has commenced recruitment across communities in Beniguari local government area of Kaduna State. Daily Post was informed on Friday that members of the Ansaru group in their bid to lure residents, mostly young people, into their deadly group, decided to provide Salah gifts to residents of communities in Beniguari. The group, believed to have been operating for years along Beniguari axis, is responsible for many deadly attacks in Kaduna and its environs. A resident of one of the communities, Alhaji Usman Dankabo, told Daily Post that members of the Ansaru group visited the following villages: Zamari, Fariruwa, Kwasakwasa, Kuyelo, Gobirawa, and others, persuading members of the communities to join the group. The Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, has warned politicians and interest groups from the southern part of Nigeria to desist from issuing threats and ultimatum should the region fail to concede the 2023 presidency to the region. Muritala Aliyu, Secretary General of ACF, in a statement made available to Daily Post in Kaduna, insisted that the not producing the next president of the country should not unsettle the South. He explained, gone are the days when Northerners felt blackmailed and intimidated by threats of restructuring, secession, breakup, or breakdown of Nigeria. The Secretary General noted that the North does not seek to dominate any part of the country, stressing that it would not submit itself to be relegated to serfdom. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says he is the most prepared of all aspirants in the 2023 presidential election. Osinbajo made the submission on Thursday in Yenagoa, when he paid a courtesy visit to Bayelsa State Council of Traditional Rulers in continuation of his consultations ahead of the 2023 presidential election. The vice president said he had the requisite experience needed to pilot the affairs of the country. He says, "The chief objective of my coming is to formally let you know, in a domain where I am a chief, of my intention to run for the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria." Unidentified gunmen suspected to be enforcing a 2-day phantom sit-at-home, allegedly declared by yet-to-be-identified dissident group in southeast, attacked a Bebe Junction in Abakaliki Metropolis, Ebonyi State. The attackers, who struck the area at about 6:20 a.m. on Friday, set a vehicle ablaze while a motorcycle operator escaped death by whiskers. Mr. Anayo Chukwuemeka, a resident of the area who spoke to the news agency of Nigeria, said that the attackers fired several gunshots that got residents panicking and scampering for safety. He says, "It happened in a flash, but when the gunshots died down, we came out, we saw that a vehicle has been burnt beyond recognition." An Ekiti State High Court, Ado-Ekiti Division, has sentenced the 42-year-old prince, Ademola Omoniyi, to death by hanging for killing the traditional ruler of his community. Homoniyi was arraigned on one count of murder contrary to Section 316 and punishable under Section 319 of the Criminal Code, Laws of Ekiti State of Nigeria, 2012. The charge read, Ademola Stephen Omoniyi, on August 20, 2018, at Odooro, Ekiti, in Ikole, Ekiti, Judicial Division, murdered His Royal Majesty, Oba Gbadebo Ibitoye, to the Onishe of Odooro, Ekiti, in Ikole, local government area of Ekiti State. A chief who testified before the court said, "We are at the palace on that day for the Onishe in council meeting around 7 a.m. Before the commencement of the meeting, Ademola Omoniyi entered the palace and sat on Kabiesi's seat, but the chiefs frowned on his action and drove him away. After the meeting, the late Onitsha, in the company of his male clerk, was trekking back to the main palace when Ademola came out of his hiding and attacked Kabiesi with a knife on the road and stabbed him to death. Before that day, he had been parading himself as the king of the town. Finally, a 30-year-old man, Bukola Adediji, popularly known as Ajanle Koko, on Thursday broke into the palace of Shoun of Ogbomoso and destroyed some property. The man was said to be a drug addict and suspected to be mentally unstable. It was gathered that the intruder attacked one of the chiefs who tried to prevent him from going inside the sitting room and knocked off the chief's teeth during the attack. The Shoun stool is vacant at present following the death of Oba Oladunni Oyewumi on December 12, 2021. A new monarch is yet to ascend the throne. That was the news. But before we go, here's a quick recap of the major headlines once again. Splinter Boko Haram group and Saru begins recruitment in Kaduna State. Disease from issuing threats, we supply food you eat, ACF on Southerners. I am the most prepared presidential aspirant, Professor Yemi Oshibajo says. Unknown gunmen attack Ebonyi area, said vehicle ablaze. Ekiti prince to die by hanging for killing Monarch. Finally, man breaks into Shoun Palace, Man breaks into Shoun Palace, injure chief, damage property. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media pages. On Facebook, Gbagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. On Instagram, Gbagede Imo _22. On YouTube, Baba Gbagede Imo TV. Kindly click on the red subscribe button, like, comment, and share. For advert placements, please call the number showing on your screen. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon once again. I'm Jubril Munirat.